Hi everybody. This is a little bit of a review on Royal Vale Holiday Park at Knutsford. We've been here for 4 nights, 5 nights, 5 nights. It's a really nice looking park. It has toilet facilities and it says it's 5-star. It also says in the caravan and motorhome book that it's an affiliated site and that it is a adults only site, and it boasts really good toilet facilities. I don't know how they justify the 5 stars. Yes, it's a very pretty site. It's quiet on the whole. Although, just to the right of where we're parked, they are doing some building work because there are chalets, lodges here. Not sure whether they're rented out or lived in full time, but there's a lot of traffic in and out. The traffic for there seems to come in what is for us the out barrier. It doesn't go around the site, which is good, because obviously that would be really annoying for everybody. Whereas it's only annoying for the people who are parked on this bit. The toilet facilities, let me start there. There is one block. I think there's 50 odd caravan spots on here. So it only really needs one. It's centrally located, so that's very good. Inside, obviously they've got COVID measures in place. With various cubicles closed, as is per normal on most sites. The showers are push button. Now, that seems to me to be rather old-fashioned and rather mean, because obviously you have to keep pushing the button to get the water out. So that kind of stops you using the shower quite as much, doesn't it? You also can't control the temperature, and I found the shower too hot. It wasn't burning, but it was too hot for me. I couldn't adjust the temperature. Also, holding my hand on the button to keep the water flow meant that the button got really hot, because the hot water must be flowing past the back of the button, obviously, because that's what allows the water through. So the button heated up, so my hand was getting hot, could have been burnt if I kept my hand there too long, which obviously you wouldn't do. But again, it's not really convenient when you're trying to shower down. So that's one thing. Not very keen on the showers. Also, very small cubicles. 2 hooks on the back of the door. They had kept the shower curtains in there, which was really needed. But again, under COVID measures, most sites have removed those plastic curtains because people have got to touch them and they can carry the disease. So they've taken them out. But in these cubicles, it's too small. Your clothes would get wet hanging on the back of the door. There is no seat, so nowhere to put your feet up to dry your feet, nowhere to put stuff that you don't want, you can't hang on the hangers. And there is no squeegee to mop out the shower when you're finished, so it's just left wet. There are signs up saying that you should sanitize your hands, but there is no sanitizer anywhere on that building. For the toilets, ladies or gents, for the wash area, which also includes the washing machine and dryer. So if you're going to do that, you need to take your own. On top of that, there is only one Elson point. Again, it's a smallish site, so it probably only needs one, except that this morning, as we are about to leave, I go to use it and it's blocked. And there's a helpful sign on there saying that it will be sorted out this evening. Well, that's no use to me. I've got a barrel load of stuff to get rid of. What do you do? There is no suggestion as to what you do with that effluent. Keep it till this evening. Well, that's all very well if you're going to be here this evening, which we're not. So that's a little bit poor. It's not being sorted out more immediately. We have not observed any cleaning times up for the toilets and showers, and nobody has attended to that Elson point that we've seen. And we're sitting right opposite. We can look down and see the block and see if people coming and going. We've not noticed that in the 5 days we've been here. We've only noticed staff around that building once, and that did not appear to be a cleaning exercise, to be honest. So we're not sure whether the showers and things get cleaned at all. They don't appear to be dirty, so maybe they are done late in the evening, late at night, early morning, when we're not about. Don't know, but there's no evidence of it. No signs up. Most sites have a sign up saying it's closed between X and X, so that you know not to go during that time. No signs up on here at all. So that's the shower block. Now, the other thing that they claim is that is the size of the pitches. They're all called super pitches because they do have a waste point and water and electric. The waste point is supposed to be only for wastewater, not for your effluent. That's supposed to go down the Elson, except the Elson isn't working. So quite frankly, our effluent went down the water point today because I've got no choice. No other way. I flushed it down nicely. It was macerated, so it won't cause a problem. I know that, but I like to do things properly if I can. So, yes, the size of the pitches. Carol, what size did it say they took?
Up to 13 metres, maximum 13.
A maximum of 13 metres. When we came, we're 9.44 metres. The lady on the desk, very nice lady, booked us in, showed Carol 2 pitches for us to go on. We had put in the details that we were 9.44 metres and we were a Winnebago. Clearly no notice had been taken of that. They don't actually ask the question what size you are when you're booking online. They don't ask that question, but I put it in the notes. When she came out to open the barrier to let us through, she saw what size we were. I said, "Oh, you're not going to fit on the pitches that we've allocated. Just go round and find one that you can fit on." Which is fine. So we drove around, and all the larger pitches at the top end, which are gravel, were taken. Not by large vehicles, but by, well, 1 or 2 large ones, but otherwise smaller. So we drove around, we found this pitch out the back on this the way out, which we've fitted on, and I've taken a video of that. We could have got onto the concrete base, but backing in, I didn't quite make it, so we just left it where it was, a little bit on the grass. But to have a thing that you're 13 metres in the caravan book, to allow you to book without telling them your size, and then to not take notice of the note that you make, just doesn't seem like 5-star service to me. So although it's been lovely, the weather's been fine, it's been great here, no real complaints as such, but the 5-star rating has annoyed us because it's not run as a 5-star campsite. It does not match up to the facilities on other 5-star campsites. I mean, for instance, on one 5-star campsite we've been on, we don't go on many, but when we do, we expect to get what we're paying for. on that site, the cubicles had the shower and the wash hand basin, so that you could be in there and use that. That's not the case here. The cubicles were large. You had a seat. You had plenty of hooks, and you didn't get your stuff wet, and you didn't have to stand in the shower to dry yourself. So the showers block is nice. It's probably warm in the winter, I guess. It's well heated, I don't know. The doors fit, which in some campsites they don't, but not on 5-star ones. So yeah, it just doesn't really fit the 5-star bill.
A 12-metre RV came here and parked on one of those gravel pitches this week for a night. And I went round to have a look, and he just fitted on.
Just fitted on one of those gravel pitches.
So.
And he was a 12-metre one.
He was 12 metres.
So 13 metres is pushing it.
Yeah. Even if you had overhang, yeah, you'd probably make it, but yeah.
And we reckon the one that we're on is actually about 7 or 8.
7. I think the concrete is about 7 metres.
7 metres.
Plus we've got a bit of overhang.
And then there's overhang, of course, which actually fits us on. And the hedge is far enough back.
Yeah.
The other thing is that on the edge of the concrete they've put the water tap.
Yeah.
Instead of putting it a little bit further to the right, away from the concrete, which is why I didn't get on the concrete, because I was afraid of knocking it over. The post is a bit wonky because I reckon it's been hit a few times. So yes, it has all the facilities that you probably require to get a 5-star rating, but they're not really up to scratch, in my opinion. So that's my review. What was there anything else, Carol?
Well, they've got a band system.
Oh yes, they've got a band system for the toilets.
You
get 2. You pick up 2 red bands when you come in
at the reception.
But they're not in Milton. They're not in anything. So when we go today, we will just chuck our bands back in the box, and somebody else will pick them up.
Yeah.
You're supposed to hang a band up on the toilet door when you go in. Only 3 people allowed, because again it is not big.
No, but they're up the top of the door,
and nobody's doing it.
And actually,
we after the first day we stopped using it because we felt it was really dodgy.
And also, there's workmen here,
and there's workmen working to our right.
Yeah, and,
so they're making quite a lot of noise.
A couple of there's a caravan
which happens.
And they're using the toilets. They're obviously sort of permanently here.
They just go up and down and use it. There's no sign of a band
or anything.
And
there's a lot of...
The workmen are using the toilets.
Yeah, there's a lot of caravans here that are here for a year.
Apparently they do 12-month rent for the pitch, so you can come and go as you want, which is fine.
Which is great.
But the observation of the COVID sort of regulations is, I think, very, very lax. There was something else that came into my mind as well. Oh yes, it also says in the caravan and motorhome book that this site is adults only. It's not. There have been several children on here, and it's not even holiday time.
No.
So presumably in holidays they have as many children as they like. So it's not adults only. So be warned. The pitches aren't that big. You need to phone ahead and tell them what size you are if you're a larger vehicle. Otherwise, and they did cone off that pitch for that larger vehicle.
They did, yeah.
Because obviously they had phoned ahead. We didn't, because we're only 9.44 and it said 13 metres.
And super pitches.
Super pitches.
Yeah.
Now, super pitches only refers to the facilities, as I keep telling Carol, not the size of the pitch. But the two put together in the book really indicate that they've got a lot of large pitches.
And the pictures.
And the pictures show large pitches.
Obviously show pretty much the gravel ones.
They show the gravel ones, not the concrete ones.
And so you think they are big.
So that's the impression you're given.
So we won't assume anything anymore.
No. Because normally we ring ahead, but because of the advertising, we didn't. Anyway, that's sort of 15 minutes of moan. Not really. It's a nice site. It's a lovely place to come. If you've got a car, go up to Knutsford and around the countryside, absolutely fine.
There's no bus.
There's no buses, and there's only one sort of path. They advertise it as a no. It actually says that it's a bridleway.
Oh, okay.
It's not a bridleway. Sorry, a bridleway is where you can ride horses through. This has stiles on it. So bridleways do not have stiles. So describing it as a bridleway, I think is nuts. But that's what I read, that it was a bridleway. Maybe that was in one of the reviews and somebody didn't really know what a bridleway was. So just a warning, if you're coming here, it's lovely, the service is great, but don't think that it's really COVID safe. Don't think that it's really 5-star. It comes 4-star, yep, but not 5. Okay, that's it for now. God bless, take care, and we'll speak to you again soon.